No idea what business to start? Use design thinking to generate ideas. What is design thinking? How to use design thinking to generate your first pyramid scheme business ideas. There are 5 steps in design thinking. Discover, define, develop, deliver, and iterate. First, be a troublemaker. Just go look for problems. There are problems everywhere in the world that need to be solved. Problems are a pain that a particular people is facing, so look around the world you live in and figure out the problem. No need a big one, a small one will also do. Once identify the problem and make sure you can do something about it. If not, then be creative and look for alternatives, or if the problem is just too big to solve, then just abandon it and look for another one. To take note, design thinking is more on the human center. The solution is focused on a particular people's pain. Thus, we use an ethnography research method to interrogate the persons, not the police interrogating the suspect, but observe the person's daily life. Ethnography research is a deep observation of a person or group's daily life. Basically, it means be a desperate stalker. Observe your target audience's daily life from eating breakfast to sleep time. Through observation, the goal is to figure out hidden insights that are the key to developing good products and services. Now in phase 2, define and brainstorming. Figure out how might we solve the problems. Through the observation of target audience, list out all the possible solutions. Whether it makes sense or not, no one cares, just list it out. The best way to brainstorm is to bring your mates together. More people means more ideas. What we see and what others see are different. Having more people means more potential solutions. Step 1 and Step 2 are more on divergent thinking, which is just squeeze the ideas out from the brain and list out as many ideas as possible. After that, in phase 3, start developing the solutions. The phase is more about convergent thinking. Think to select the best possible solution out from the listed solutions in the previous steps, or combine the solutions into one to develop an MVP. Okay, what is the fancy name? Is just about minimum viable product, or basically just a test product or service. In this test, we do not want to waste too much effort and resources. When invested too much on the MVP, it's very hard to let go, and even though the product might not be the right solutions, it's still hard to let it go after so much effort invested on it. That's why in this phase, just do the minimum. The goal is to fail fast and cheap. Design thinking is about experimenting. Experiment is about testing in the cheapest and the fastest way. Yes, we are in the 4th phase. Deliver the minimum viable product, MVP. Let the users try your MVP, then they can give you feedback on what to change or improve. Never try, never knows. Gather the information about the MVP and write it down. Like these pictures, it's going to be 4 columns. The top left is what user like about the products. The top right is what user dislike about products. And bottom left is the questions, and the bottom right is the new ideas that the suggestion. With all the data and user feedback, we are going to the last phase. Iterate. Make changes based on the feedback. On top left column of feedback group, let's just say your user love this feature or these things, then you can make it better on that part. Meanwhile, on the top left column, if your user just dislike this part, then remove it or change to something more useful. The column on the bottom left is what user would like to know or unclear about. Thus, you can make clear. The bottom right is about suggestion or new ideas that could be added to the product to make it marvelous.